Alright, back at the workbench again. This is the sending unit for the fuel gauge of a 2000 Excelsior Henderson Deadwood, Super X Deadwood. My fuel gauge wasn't working, and I wasn't understanding why, so I figured I'd take a look at it. Alright, well, to complete this circuit, what we have here is power coming in, and this is a varying resistance board or a potentiometer, or in similar to, let me find one, a volume knob on a stereo. You know, up the sound, down the sound. The more you turn it, the more potential or less potential, depending on the way. Well, that's the way this works. As this floats up, see, I ain't got full width of motion here because of this thing in the way, but it slides across this board and it varies the resistance. All right, in order for it to do that, that means it has to come in one side and then come out the other side, and that's to this tail. Well, it comes in one side, but it doesn't come out the other side, because right here, I didn't know this until I talked to the guy today, and he sent me a picture. There's a bus board or a flat wire that lays across here, like a flat strip of metal that lays here, and this attaches to this and this. Well, this doesn't have it, so it's not communicating. I didn't see it in the tank, but I rinsed the tank out with water, so it may have come out without me seeing it. Don't know, maybe laying on the ground somewhere out there, because I washed it all out to try to get the gunk out of it. But in lieu of that, now the guy said he was going to send me a new one, which is okay, which is all good. I'm going to see if I can't get this thing to work, and I'm pretty sure I can, because this is just I have to run a circuit from here, complete the circuit from here to here, which shouldn't be that difficult of a task. That is from here to here. Now, where that went, I have no idea. You know, combination of vibration and or whatever else over the years, or who knows, maybe it was Friday and they just wanted to get the hell out of there. So what I'm going to do is pull that loose from there, straighten it out, and you see that lob of solder that's on there? Yeah, well, we ain't liking that. So, okay, here we go. Tells you what I'm working with. This soldering iron says 1988 Golden Tool Award, Chrysler Motors. This is the new one. Alright, you're just being a pain in the ass, and it's for no reason for being a pain in the ass, like you are. Alright, there we go. Okay, let me clean this up with some flux. See what she looks like after she's all pretty. Still looks like a dog turd, but hey. Now, this is what I'm going to use right here. We're going to see if we can get her to do it. First, I could just replace this whole wire, I guess. I got enough here to get there. Let me see what we got. Okay, so that's not looking too bad. Now, if you can see, I sanded this off here. I don't know what coating it had on there, some white metal, whether it was nickel or whatever. But I sanded it so I can get down to the copper, because copper takes solder better than nickel, or whatever that plating was. Okay, so we're gonna, come on now, get in underneath there, you miserable. There. Alright, come on. There we go. Come on. Okay. Now we're going to see what we can do here. I have to release this for a second. Put some goop on there. This is flux. Makes her play a little nicer sometimes. You miserable okay. May have to add a little to her. Let's put some fresh in there, see what happens. Let me clean this up. Probably should have tinned that before put this in here. Probably should have. Yep. Miserable. Okay, before we go ahead and make a complete mess out of this, let's do that. Come here. Turn you around. Try to get you level. Can you see? Okay. Now let's see what happens. That looks a little prettier. Ow. Woo. Yeah. Oops. Come on, you massive bag of turds. Yeah, now I know she ain't pretty, right? Right, but she's stuck. Right, right. Now, to give it a try and see if that was successful. Oh, you, come on, klutz. Now, yet again, it's not beautiful, but all right. I don't know how I'm going to show you this. Let me see. Right there. Okay. At the bottom, she's reading 953 or 951, and at the top, reading 7.5. So bottom 95.3, and at the top, yep, 7.5, 7.6. All right, so we have a complete circuit there. So it looks like it did it. Now what I'm going to do, yeah, I know, highly unorthodox, whatever, but to get this to stay in place, gotta go under there, that, yeah. Gonna stay there. I think that'll be okay. All right, I'll be right back. Now to firm this up, I'm gonna use a zip tie. Anything good? Well, I don't know. Should hold it, I guess. No, you. All right, put this on the minimum setting. Ever see a zip tie gun? I'll show it to you in a minute once I. Come on, don't break nothing. There we go. Okay. All right, so now I should have a working circuit. Oh. Boy, this thing is flopsy. Dangerous. That's what they call a Tyco's gun. That's a zip tie gun. This thing's 50 years old. I've never really seen another one besides this one. Tension setting for miniature, intermediate, standard straps. Minimum 1 to 3. Panduit Corporation. Tinley Park, Illinois. Made in USA. So let me bring you down here a little. So far. Now I'm going to check the pins, which I already know they're going to be good because the pins were working before, but I'm going to check these pins right now. And I'll also, you know, let me shut you off and... Okay, now you're backed up. Can you see? Well, at any rate. All right. Right pin, left pin. You know, after all the years they've been making these meters, you would think they would come up with something better than this. But it's okay, I guess. There we go. Now let's see. Hey, there we go. Now some of that's flux. There we go. 955. There we go. Down. Well, that's full. And that's empty. Okay, so we have a working circuit. There it is. Now again, it's ugly, but will it work? Yeah, it should. And I don't know if it came from the factory, but it was in there, already in the tank. They used a zip tie to hold the one fitting in on their fuel pump. Again, I don't know if that was factory. It could have been. This is an old deal. Somebody else could have been had their fingers in it. But now I got a working sending unit again. Again, it's ugly as hell, but who's going to see it? It's going to be down in the gas tank. Thanks for watching.